Picture this. You're sitting across from her. The lights are low. The conversation is warm. She's smiling, touching your arm, laughing at your jokes. And then, suddenly, it happens. She makes a sharp comment. She pulls away emotionally. She questions your decision. She goes cold, for no clear reason. You feel it in your chest. That tightening, that confusion. You ask yourself, what did I do wrong? But what I'm about to tell you will change the way you see relationships forever. Because this wasn't random. It wasn't emotional chaos. It wasn't bad luck. You were being tested. And once you understand why, you can never unsee it. From childhood, men are programmed with a lie. Be kind, be available, be emotionally open, be agreeable, and she will love you. But reality hits differently. You become more attentive. She becomes more distant. You become softer. She becomes sharper. You give more. She demands more. This is the betrayal. Not betrayal by women, but betrayal by the fantasy version of love society sold you. Here's what most men experience. You apologize first, even when you weren't wrong. You explain yourself endlessly. You try harder when she pulls away. And instead of appreciation, you get less respect. A man improves himself, gets into a relationship, starts prioritizing her over his mission. Gym stops. Friends fade. Boundaries soften. 3 months later, she says, I don't know. You've changed. What she really meant was, you stopped being the man I respected. This is where most men break, because they confuse love with approval. But attraction does not operate on kindness. It operates on strength. Now let's remove emotion and talk biology. Every woman, without exception, carries ancient survival software in her nervous system. This isn't morality. This is evolution. For thousands of years, women depended on men who could remain calm under pressure. Men who could lead. Men who could protect resources. So, the female brain evolved a filtering mechanism, a biological imperative to test emotional stability, confidence, and dominance. Not consciously, not maliciously, but instinctively. Her brain asks, can this man handle stress? Can he lead without collapsing emotionally? Does he panic or remain grounded? Testing is not cruelty. It is selection. Modern dating didn't remove this wiring. It just disguised it behind communication problems and emotional confusion. Here's how the mechanism works. When a woman introduces emotional tension, a sharp comment, distance, sarcasm, your reaction sends data to her subconscious brain. Your nervous system becomes the audition. Reactive men trigger stress responses. Calm men trigger attraction chemistry. This involves dopamine. Dopamine spikes during emotional uncertainty and challenge. Stability alone creates comfort, but tension creates desire. This is why emotionally unpredictable men create obsession, and emotionally needy men create boredom. Her brain is not asking, is he nice? Her brain is asking, is he emotionally unshakable? She ignores his message for hours. He double texts, then triple texts, then apologizes. Her attraction drops instantly. Why? Because desperation signals low value in the biological marketplace. This is not romance. This is neurological economics. Let me show you the most common tests men face. You're being too sensitive. Playful disrespect in public. Sudden emotional withdrawal. Late replies on purpose. Starting arguments over small issues. These are not accidents. They are emotional pressure drills. Most men fail by over-explaining, begging for reassurance, losing frame control, becoming defensive. She jokes about another man in front of him. He gets visibly upset. Test failed. Not because jealousy is wrong, but because emotional instability destroys perceived strength. Now here's the dangerous part. Modern culture trains men to fail these tests. Men are taught, suppress masculinity, avoid dominance, always compromise, always emotionally validate. This creates compliant men, not respected men. Media rewards emotional vulnerability without teaching emotional control. Feminized communication norms condition men to negotiate attraction like therapy sessions. But attraction is not logical. It is primal. Society sells comfort. Biology rewards strength. This is why so many men feel confused. They followed the rules and still lost the game. When a man fails enough tests, collapse begins. Respect erodes. Arguments increase. Sexual interest drops. Emotional distance grows. Eventually, she says, "I just don't feel the same anymore." Translation: you no longer stimulate attraction chemistry. This is the silent destruction phase. Men internalize blame. They feel disposable, replaceable. And the worst part, they don't even know what went wrong. Here it is, brother. The truth no one wants to say. Attraction is conditional. Respect is earned daily. Love responds to strength. Being nice is not enough. Being loyal is not enough. Being emotional is not enough. Men who abandon their frame lose their power. And here's the darkest truth of all. You are tested because she wants to respect you. Not because she hates you, but because her biology demands certainty. This is not cruelty. It is reality. So what do strong men do differently? They control emotions instead of leaking them. They maintain boundaries. They lead without asking permission. They prioritize mission over approval. They stop over-explaining. They walk away when disrespected. They remain calm under pressure. They shift from seeking validation to becoming internally validated. This is the transformation. From reactive boy to grounded man. From emotional chaos to controlled power. From chasing love to becoming the prize. Once you understand this game, you stop being manipulated by it. And when a man finally chooses himself, everything changes.